Shout out to Antonio Smith for sending me this story. I actually saw this story floating around a little bit, but never really got a chance to sit down and actually look at it. And it's another one of those stories where I can honestly say that I'm not surprised nor shocked at the outcome of it. It's just adding on to the list of debauchery that the dominant society likes to throw out at us. So this guy's name is Joseph Mealy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly at this point, considering the crime that he committed and the slap on the wrist he received. I could care less how his last name is pronounced. But this man molested an 11-year-old girl, and he received no jail time. All he received was 5 years probation. Now, you have people bringing up 10-year-old footage for Cuba Gooding Jr. for allegedly groping this woman in a club, and he gets arrested. Yet this guy molested an 11-year-old girl, and he gets no jail time. He just gets probation from something that recently happened. More recent than, I doubt this happened 10 years ago. And I highly doubt that Me Too is going to say anything about this man. Let me just go ahead and read this article coming from USA Today. A man was sentenced to 5 years probation. They might as well just say he was given. Sentence, to me, is only served best when it has years in jail behind the number, not probation. I've always hated that. Last Friday, after admitting to a sex crime with an 11-year-old girl, Joseph Mealy, age 22, so there's an 11-year difference here, pleaded guilty to third-degree child molestation, but the conviction could go off his record if he successfully completes his probation. See, that's the thing right there. I tell people all the time, the trick is to plead guilty, and you will get the time taken off. Had he pleaded not guilty, he would have been dumb because he would have went to jail. But listen to that. He pleaded guilty and gets 5 years probation. All he has to do is successfully complete his 5 years of probation and is gone by the age of 27, because that's 5 years. Mealy will be required to register as a sex offender as a part of his plea. Court documents say Mealy connected with the girl on an online dating site, and they arranged to meet in person in July 2017. A sexual encounter ensued. Mealy's attorney Scott Pearson said the girl told Mealy she was 18. When Mealy and the girl were together, she was reported missing. Now, this is where I have to talk to the parents right quick. Make sure you monitor what social media sites that your kids are on, because they can go in and create an account on anything and claim to be anybody at any age. At the same time, this guy had to have known by looking at this 11-year-old girl that she was not a grown woman. I know today a lot of these kids are starting to develop, and it's mainly because of the stuff that they're putting in this food, but you can tell, if not by the physical appearance, but by the mindset. The mindset of an 11-year-old girl is going to be different from that of an 18-year-old or older person. Or at least it should be. Let's see here. Police officers, firefighters, and sheriff's deputies were scouring the area near the girl's home in Republic, Missouri, until she was eventually found back at her home late that night, packing a bag to leave again. Court documents said the girl told authorities about meeting up with Mealy, and she later tested positive for chlamydia. So this guy gave her an STI. Mealy was originally charged with several serious felonies, including kidnapping, statutory sodomy, and statutory rape. Pearson said Mealy was essentially catfished or lured into believing that the girl was 18, and he felt horrible when he found out she was 11. He couldn't have felt that bad if he had sexual encounters with her and then gave her chlamydia. That means he had to have had sex with her on numerous occasions. I highly doubt that this was a one-time thing. At a hearing Friday, Judge Calvin Holden sentenced Mealy to probation, despite the state asking that he be sent to prison for a 120-day program, according to Pearson. I think this is a just outcome, Pearson says. So they believe that 5 years probation is punishment enough for what this guy did. Like I said, the only thing that I don't agree with is the fact that the girl got on that site pretending to be someone that she wasn't and getting caught up with this guy. This guy, at the end of the day, at 22 years of age, should have been able to control his urges and know the difference between a young girl and an 18-year-old. That guy had to have known that this girl was very young. The mindset, like I said, will tell it all. If the physical appearance for some odd reason can't make you see. But it doesn't surprise me that he got this slap on the wrist. Look at Brock Turner. He only did 3 months in jail. 5 years probation, that's nothing. I think so far, the biggest slap on the wrist we've seen so far this year is the guy getting 1 day in jail when he was involved with that college scandal thing. But as you can see, the world continues to spin in the favor, or should I say it spins and the scale tips in the favor of palm colored yet once again. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.